Good day, mabuhay. This is the presentation of group number 5 for their performance task number 1, and the problem is as follows. The MMDA reports that a certain model car has an emission of 1.8 gram of nitrous oxide per mile. The car manufacturer claims that they have increased the fuel efficiency of the model. Hence, the average emission of the nitrous oxide is different from the report. A random sample of 25 cars was tested, and the average emission of these samples is 1.75 grams with a standard deviation of 0.3 grams. Use a 0.05 significance level. To solve this problem is you must first identify the problem. You must need to know the given values. The population mean, which is 1.8, the sample mean, which is 1.75, the sample size, which is 25, the sample standard deviation, which is 0.3, and lastly, the level of significance that we'll be using, which is 0.05. The next step that we'll be doing is state the hypothesis. The hypothesis stated in the text is the car model's fuel efficiency increased, which is our claim, which also means that mu is less than 1.8. That happens to be our alternative hypothesis. This implies that the test that we'll be using is a one-tilt test and is to the left. To counteract that, a null hypothesis must be mu is equals to 1.8 or the car model's fuel efficiency did not increase. The next step is to find the critical value. Since R alpha is 0.05 and the degrees of freedom is 24, which we got from n-1, this requires a one-tilt test that is equal to negative 1.711. The next step is to compute for the test statistic, which can be gotten from sample mean minus population mean all over the standard deviation over the square root of the sample size. Substitute all of that and we will get 1.75 minus 1.8 all over 0.3 over the square root of 25. Compute all of that and we will get negative 0.83. Next is we must need to make a decision. We must need to plot all of that, and since negative 0.83 is greater than negative 1.711, we fail to reject our null hypothesis. Next is we must need to state the conclusion. There is not enough evidence to support the claim that the car has increased its fuel efficiency. It is not enough evidence to support the claim is because our claim is the alternative hypothesis and we accepted our null hypothesis. If you want to test your skill and knowledge, you can pause the video here and solve the problem. The solution is as follows. This is all our presentation. Thank you and goodbye.